Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be reviewing Priceless by Michel Huot and Richard Sanders. Now, I'm not exactly sure if I said Michel Huot's name right, forgot the pronunciation, but basically what you get is this price tag gimmick that you can call out any spectator and have them guess the price of your suit, for instance. And they say a certain, whole dollar amount or whatever currency you're using. And then you can have like someone else call out a certain cent amount. And then you write it down, you commit it to a piece of paper. You'd have someone come up, take that piece of paper, and then so it's locked in. What they have said is locked in, it can't be changed. And then when they open up your jacket, or it could be on the back of your jacket, the price that's written on the price tag will match what was written on the piece of paper. So let's kind of get into the pros and cons. This is a bit pricey. I believe it was around $60 when I bought it, which isn't too bad, but it's a very finicky gimmick. Like, it looks like it can break pretty easily, and so you have to be extremely careful with it. The other problem is that there's a certain setup to where once you do it that way, you can't really undo it. So just be wary of that when you're performing this. But my biggest complaint was with how it's taught. It's through, you have to go on this website, and their media player on the website isn't the greatest, and it's just kind of this hassle. You have to sign up on the website. I don't even remember what my sign up was for the website because I just watched it like a year or two ago, and it was just a pain in the butt. Like, I wish they would have put like the tutorial on Penguin Magic with the learn button, or they would have kind of done what like Murphy's Magic does if they wanted to do all this DRM stuff with it. But the DRM stuff is just super annoying. It really takes away from the learning experience. Or better yet, I wish they would put out like a DVD or something. That would have been really cool. But I understand the need for instant downloads, but like the way that they're doing this with this, like you have to go to the separate website and then sign up and do all this different stuff. It's just a pain in the butt. I don't like it. So what it will come with is you'll get the security tag, you'll get 2 different price tags that you can use, a dry erase marker, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It works on pretty much any type of clothing because you can just kind of close pin it on yourself. So if you're wearing a t-shirt, you can just have it close pinned to your back if you want. It would be kind of hard to perform in a t-shirt, so that can kind of give you a clue. But if you're performing it with like a hoodie or a jacket, that kind of becomes a lot easier. So that's a giant clue for you, those who are curious about buying this effect. The other thing about this is it can be kind of loud when you're doing the special stuff. Like there could be a certain like click noise, which I don't really like. Now, if you're on stage, you're fine. I don't think anyone's going to hear it on stage, but it says that you can perform this close up, and unless you're talking over it, I think people are going to hear that click. So you got to be really careful with that. I don't think I'll perform this too much close up. I think this is more of a stage effect for me, and I have been doing it on stage, as you'll see with the performance clip. So yeah, but as far as the pros, I like the freedom associated with it. I love that it could be any price that they call out, and it could be any cent amount that they call out, and that's what you write down on the paper. You can hand that paper out, and someone can confirm. Like, they can. You open up the jacket, you don't even have to touch the price tag. You never even touch it, and they'll look at the price tag and see that it matches. So with that, there comes some issues. And this is kind of like country dependent. So in the United States, most price tags are digitally printed. You don't really see them handwritten anymore. Now, I went to Honduras and I saw plenty of clothing items that their price tag was handwritten in marker. So that isn't too odd seeing like a handwritten price on a price tag. Now, when you're performing this on stage, whoever you call up to verify it they're going to know that it was handwritten, and that's not what they're used to seeing, especially where I'm from in the United States. They're used to seeing digitally printed price tags, so that could be kind of concerned. But, you know, since you're doing it on stage, you kind of have control over that whole situation. So I just use a line like, say yes or no, is what is written on this price tag what is matching on the paper, or something like that, or is what is on this price tag, does it match what is written on that piece of paper? And so you only give them the option to say yes and confirm it, and then from there you can get your applause. And the other thing about this is it's a coincidence effect. So kind of like exact change or perfect sense, it's one of those effects where it's not really like mind-boggling. It's not like one of those like visual miracles, right? It's just, it's a coincidence effect. So you really gotta like be comfortable and be used to bringing the entertainment value to coincidence effects, because if you do it just simply like kind of how I described it, like, is that what was written on this? And then I'll be like, yeah, and then you're just like, ta-da! It's just, you're not going to get a lot of applause, and you'll see that I learned that, certainly. So you really got to build this one up. You really got to play around with it and really address the possibility of this coincidence effect. Like maybe do something around like framing it like the price is right or whatever. So if you could frame around the price is right, that would be awesome. Just some ideas to play around with. So this performance that I'm about to show you, it isn't the best. It's just, I just want to show you that it works just the way that I described. Like I performed it a lot better than what I did in this video clip. A closing score for it, just because I didn't really agree with how it's taught, and like it's very cheaply put together for the price point. I give it a 7 out of 10, just because it's a worker. You can use it. You can definitely use this in your working gigs. They claim close-up. I haven't tried in close-up, but I could definitely see how it works. But definitely on stage it works, so it's a worker, so that at least puts it in the 7.0 category, but there are a lot of problems with it. So really, you know, kind of think about this one before you make your purchase. So with that being said, hopefully this performance will help you with educating you about whether this effect is right for you. And with that, enjoy. Another question for you all. How are you all liking the suit? Good? All digging it? All digging it? Okay, cool. I'm going to ask you guys a question real quick. Let me just find my pen. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now the other thing in magic is it magic or coincidence? We're about to find out. I need a volunteer to take a guess in dollars. How much did this suit cost me in dollars? Anyone? Yeah, just call it out. 20? You want to change your mind? I'm going to write it down to lock it in. Okay, so $20. Okay? I need another volunteer to tell me the cents. How about you? How many? 60 cents. Are you sure? Yeah. All right, I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to initial it. Okay, I need a volunteer to come up, actually. I need you to hang on to the page. Yeah, do you want to come up here? Let me just fix that. That's a bad zero. That's a 16. All right. So what's your name? Matthew? Do you want to just speak it into this? All right. This is Matthew, everyone. Give it up for Matthew. Matthew, you're going to hang on to this. This is locked in. The price on it says $20.60. Yes? All right. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to open up my jacket, because the thing about this is I didn't buy this suit. I actually made it disappear from a store. When you make things disappear from a store, you always get stuck with this. Matthew, could you read what is written on that price tag? $20.60, and is that what matches what's on the paper? All right, give it up for Matthew, everyone.